The folks over at VTech have a new Skype phone on the market that is a crossover device, a single handset that allows you to make both regular phone calls over your existing phone line, meaning that it works like a regular old cordless phone, but the handset also allows you to make Skype calls over the internet. What is Skype? Well, Skype is an internet-based program that allows you to make free calls over the internet to anyone else who's also using Skype. Now, the Skype phone is a rather ingenious design, and the base station is part of that design. It plugs into your PC by USB, but you also connect your phone line to the base station so that the handset has two lines. One of the lines allows you to make regular phone calls, and if you select the Skype line on the other side, which looks like a little computer then your call is going to be routed through your PC over the Skype client, over the internet, converted into a voice over IP call with all of the inherent savings. So let me set it up and walk you through the whole process. And we're going to begin with Skype itself. Skype is a program that a lot of us are familiar with. It's a chat application that allows us to talk back and forth. Now, the reason we have to start there is you need the Skype application running on your computer for this whole setup to work, because the phone itself over here will actually use the Skype client in order to make calls. Now, we've used Skype traditionally to make calls to other computers. We've had it, our kids have had Skype when they are away at school, and it's a way for parents to stay in touch or for friends to stay in touch with each other without having to use phone calls, but instead talking over the internet. So it works like a regular chat client, but instead of typing, we can talk. We plug in a headset and microphone, and we talk to somebody just by connecting with the Skype client. Now, they've since added another layer to the Skype client called Skype Out, which allows you to make the same sort of a call to another person, but instead of calling another Skype client, instead you get to call a telephone. So it reroutes the call through into the phone network. And I'm going to show you an example of that right now. I'm going to phone from my Skype software here on my computer. I'm just going to make a quick call to my cell phone. Now, what's going to happen now is the phone is going to use Skype Out, and it's going to call my cell phone. So the call is going to come from the computer to a regular telephone. Now, you will notice that it says caller ID is unknown because I don't have all of the facilities that a regular phone has. I don't have things like caller ID, but I would be able to have a nice quick conversation with somebody on the phone, or a long conversation for that matter, with somebody on the phone. So the Skype Out works very well for connecting to regular phones. Now, we've seen how Skype works on the computer. Let's step out to our Skype phone here. So now, if I want to make a phone call to someone with my regular landline, I just select my landline and make the phone call. Or if I want to call with Skype, I press this button and it launches the Skype client on the VTech phone. Now I can select a Skype call or a Skype out call if I want to call someone's phone. So I'm going to just make a Skype call to someone's computer, hit this button here now, and now I can make the call. And you see that my full list is available to me. I'll just give Dan a call. And now something really magic is happening. The phone here is calling using the Skype client to make the phone call. I don't want to bug Dan, actually, so I'll hang up. There we go. But now we've seen that the phone acts to either make calls over the Skype line or over our landlines. Now, as far as the end user is concerned, this gives access to Skype and access to internet calling to people who would never consider making a phone call over the internet. My wife, for example, she would never think to sit down at the computer and make a phone call. It's just not in her makeup. However, she's very comfortable selecting one or the other line on a phone like the Skype phone, making a call. So she can call my daughter in New Brunswick on her Skype client, make a phone call. It's going to save us a lot of money. She's going to have a nice conversation, feel like she's making a regular phone call, but she's taking advantage of all of the extra functionality of the internet and of Skype using technology that she is comfortable with. The Skype phone works flawlessly as far as I can determine. Easy to set up, and the quality of the current free Skype calls is excellent. The VTech phone is a very innovative crossover product that effectively marries our computer to our phone system. Again, it's one of those products that you have to spend a few minutes with to truly appreciate, but I think they have struck a great balance.